following is a presentation of Disruption Networks.
Get excited. It's the Electric Company Reunion Party Friday, July 20th at Wakely, 700 Varick Street. That's right, 700 Varick Street, the old EC. We're getting the gang back together, and we're partying old EC style. Peter Prince and Moonboo Lover will be providing the live entertainment. It's only a $5 cover at the door. Live broadcast from the D, raffles, games, prizes, and a few special announcements we're going to be making on this night. Get excited, because you know there ain't no party like an EC party, because an EC party don't stop. Friday, July 20th at Wakely's. See you there.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Pasalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
Fandom Radio, Disruption Network, Stu Garrett rated R, ZB on the set first, Utica, New York, them CNY wrestling fans, giving you results like attendance, heads are in the stands, rumors in advance, who's returning, who got injured, we're paying homage to the legends going through the tenure, I had to spit it on wax, we give opinions and facts, all the latest updates, who was getting the strap, who was getting pushed, who was heating, who was cheating, who got buried for a top spot and who was leaving, what you think of TNA, what you think of the E, who's the best in Ring of Honor, who's in NXT, also Lucha Underground and New Japan Pro, AAA in Mexico, you know this is the fan show, we do this for the love and show it locally, this is what a wrestling podcast's supposed to be, Disruption Networks, Wrestle Fandom Radio, reviewing the pay-per-views, talk about your favorite show, hear about who made the news, latest on the internet, what's the shoot and what's the work, who's the champ's biggest threat, Disruption Networks, Wrestle Fandom Radio, reviewing the pay-per-views, talk about your favorite show, hear about who made the news, latest on the internet, what's the shoot and what's the work, who's the champ's biggest threat, do you hate Roman Reigns, who's the best in the Shield, will John Cena eventually end up turning the heel, we Young Bucks and Bullet Club and I'm signing with Vince, World Wrestling Entertainment, dotted line on the Prince, so Kenny Omega make his debut in the States, taking AJ's title, grave his name on the plate.
Yo, what is up?
What up?
How is everybody?
Doing great.
It is Wrestle Fandom Radio on the Disruption Network. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Yes, indeed.
We should probably get to it. Obviously, it was the biggest thing, right? What happened on Extreme Rules?
What?
Just anything. I'm just talking about the show. Period.
The way you made it sound was like you had
the biggest thing.
Story
I'm just saying. But the biggest thing, obviously, is got to be what's his name? Owens.
Right?
Taking that bump? Yeah, that was a Mick Foley bump right there.
Yeah, that was a Mick. I think that's why he had to do it.
Dude, not for nothing. I don't know how he's gotten lost in the shuffle ever since he's gotten to Raw. That's something that's been frustrating me.
Yeah, I don't know.
it's just so many top talent vying for the same spot. You know, I mean, they got to kind of move it around. But like he was kind of like the top dog until they kind of did the what do you call it there? When they trade off wrestlers for the draft.
The draft.
Okay, draft. I guess it's a draft. And,
they always call it a draft.
like it's the NFL draft. Right?
The shakeup.
The shakeup, right?
Yeah. Superstar shakeup. Yeah.
But now on this show, you got Braun, you got Roman, you got Bobby Lashley, you got Drew McIntyre. So right. Really, they're like they went from main event to like they're like upper mid card. Him and Rollins and Dolph Ziggler, which they're all awesome. Right. But it's still
just seems like there's too much going on.
The essence of wrestling and really the WWE, it really is a big man's, game. Because these guys are freaks of nature. Yeah. They do draw more. They do draw more attention. Not saying they're better wrestlers. They're not better wrestlers than Owens and Ziggler.
No, it's the mid-sized guys. That's the AJ Styles, the Owens,
and that might work over there with AJ because AJ he really is phenomenal, and
he really transcends the weight class that he's in, and everything.
He's
there's just something about him that you just can't deny.
Well, he makes it believable that he could beat the bigger guy because he uses skills and speed and cleverness, kind of like how Rey Mysterio did.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where
throwing your whole body into it.
Where on Raw they'll try to tell you that Finn Balor or whatever they say it could really give these guys a run for their money. He couldn't. It's just that No, the kids
how
like
is
him.
Finn
The kids
Balor
like
being
him.
Roman Reigns? You know what I mean?
He's not.
One spear.
He's not.
Legit spear, and that dude's just going to lay
But he
out.
doesn't, to
If
me,
a
he's
real
just
one.
quick.
You know what I mean?
I half agree with you, but I half disagree with you because in a fight, anybody could take down anybody. Whether it's a lucky hit or the short person actually knows how to fight.
That's in real life, though.
Yeah, but it's wrestling, so it's supposed to imitate real life. You know what I mean?
It's a good point.
It kind of is, and it kind of doesn't. It's kind of like real life mixed with nowadays. The video game used to be a comic book, but it's kind of like most likely the big guy's going to win. So it turns into the David and Goliath thing, where in a street fight, which you would say maybe you could compare to maybe UFC, even though they're MMA trained, a smaller guy could.
Well, look at Floyd Mayweather.
Because he could punch you out, right? Where wrestling's not boxing, it's not MMA. It's pro wrestling,
but
right?
But it's not MMA, especially in 2018 today. It's not MMA. There's a lot more wrestlers that are more imitating the style and everything.
They are, but that's because that shit's popular. But at the end of the day, it's still you could call it sports entertainment, and they could do high spots, and all. It's still pro wrestling. There's still this thing about it where it's like, this guy's larger than life. How's this little fucking pipsqueak going to beat him? I'm sorry, it is. It's almost like a bully. It's almost like a bully sport.
I don't know how
a bunch of bullies fucking beating the shit out of little guys. And the little guys got to somehow pull off the David and Goliath scenario,
And to go along with what you're saying, okay, so maybe Roman Reigns and Finn Balor, but Finn Balor is not beating Braun Strowman.
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
There's
Braun
definitely
Strowman is so impressive as a human being. Period.
Right.
One, the size, but two, do you remember when he was wrestling Big Show? I think it was the first match he wrestled Show.
Oh, they had that amazing match.
Yeah, and he had him in a wrist lock, and he dragged him down to the wrist lock, and Braun did a kick up.
Right, dude, can we just
did a kick up.
Can we just take a second to see how a kip up?
A kip up.
Kick.
No,
he was laying on his bed.
It's a
it's a kip
up.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
K-I-P.
Yeah,
are you serious?
Yeah,
I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Your whole
shoot me. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I quit. You guys know more about wrestling than I do. I'm a fucking failure. All right, I'm out.
Yes, dude, that is awesome. That is great.
That's all right. That shit's happened to me with just anything.
But yeah,
I'm now a co-host. Who's the host now?
But let's just take a second to realize how amazing it was, the chain wrestling sequence they did in the first couple of minutes in that match. That was awesome.
Yeah,
and I do agree with you to an extent that somebody like a Braun Strowman should go over in that type of situation. Yeah. But somebody like Roman, you know what I'm saying? Besides the way he's been booked, which has been to look incredible until recently.
Roman is the Dallas Cowboys of the WWE. It's cool to hate him, whether he's good or not. You could have the squad or whatever, and they'll still hate Dallas because, you know, they ain't won the big one in 20 something years.
Maybe
Roman's different. It's wrestling, so they get to choose who wins. Roman's overbooked, but Roman, to me, and I feel like I know wrestling, is a all around good wrestler.
Oh, I agree.
He has good matches,
and maybe that's why I like him, because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. So
me too. But he had a good match with Lashley.
he almost never has a bad match.
He really
if you
doesn't.
go back and look at his archive.
Whether
Dude,
he
people-
carries it or he's carried,
He gets
could deliver.
unnecessary hate.
He gets
really
unnecessary
Oh,
hate.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's actually one of the things I wanted to talk about today is the unnecessary hate in wrestling and the things like the beach balls and kind of the shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just
No respect for
yeah,
wrestlers.
it's just disrespectful. And at that point, like if you give a shit more about a beach ball than the wrestling that's going on, then don't fucking show up.
That's
Stop
the
watching the
casual.
wrestling.
That's the casual fan.
Yeah. That's,
You know?
that's what it is.
right.
I don't know.
But-
Which is weird because I always thought a casual fan that you're catering to more, you know, trying to be more mainstream with this shit.
Yeah.
I get it.
But I think it's-
I always thought a casual fan would be more of just a viewer rather than an attender.
Right.
Or an
Right.
attendee. I guess it's the opposite.
But
I
I
guess
think that-
they're the ones like, fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but I
Something to
think
do.
I think the smarks are kind of like starting it, and then everybody else kind of thinks it's cool, so they just kind of go along with it, sort of thing. You know
Sure,
what I'm saying?
but I mean, there is a lot of people in the crowd that are not doing it, you know. But it's
Right.
it's just bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking disrespectful, and I feel like if you're a real pro wrestling fan, you know, you respect all the wrestlers,
Yeah.
you know what I mean,
Well-
and you know, and you don't have to like all of them.
Another thing that kills me is the bias of it. You know what I'm saying? Because they would never, ever in a million years go to a Ring of Honor event and chant boring or Rusev Day or anything at any of those
Because of the
matches.
underdogs.
Oh, I agree, but still, like a match could be of the same caliber. Like you could literally take a match from WWE, copy and paste it with two different wrestlers in Ring of Honor, and you know it would be a shit match that they shit on in WWE, but they wouldn't do that in Ring of Honor. You know?
I think it's because they love, you know, the majority of casual fans, I believe, are, you know, they're high spot freaks.
Okay.
And a lot
Makes
of wrestlers are high spot monkeys, and they're all video game fans, and
I think that's
Right.
why
they're literally wrestling like the video game, and that's what Ring of Honor does. I mean, you want to talk about false finishes? I mean,
No, I think you're
They're the
right, and I
kings.
think that's why, like, and especially like every,
this is
his
awesome.
name?
15th kick out and 5th finisher. That
yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh my god, he kicked out. This is awesome. Like, is it? There's no psychology.
No, it's gotta.
Everybody gets their shit in, but it's like there's other. You could do other shit. I mean, people are burying classic finishers. You're burying super kicks. You're burying frog splashes. You're burying power bombs.
Yeah.
Unnecessary. There's thousands of wrestling holds. They don't know how to wrestle.
No.
That's it.
No.
Some of them do.
Yeah, I was
and
about
they
to
still
say,
do it.
Yep, don't get me wrong. There's definitely
Some of them
people
do.
like Dalton Castle.
Right.
I don't know if you guys know who
I
he
know,
is,
yeah,
but dude, I
absolutely.
love.
Two
we know
CW
about the
original.
Peacock. We know.
Oh yeah, the Party Peacock.
QCW original, baby.
Oh yeah. That's right. I completely forgot about that. He's from the Rochester area, but he's somebody who I could
Right.
follow all day there. You know, Cody,
Jay
Cody,
Lethal.
Jay Lethal. Oh my god,
Jay
dude.
Le-
When he had his
freaking
double
Jay
run
Lethal,
like
yeah.
3 years ago with the television and the world title, that was some of the best shit I've ever seen ever.
Yeah, I love Jay Lethal.
I mean,
He's-
I liked a lot of their shit too, even though some of it was ridiculous, you know. But when a few years ago, when they had that show on Saturday night on cable, and they had like Eddie Edwards there still, and Davey Richards before they were together as American Wolves, and then like, shit, I can't remember his name. Is it? Well, in TNA, it was like Desmond Wolfe or whatever. I don't know. They had him there.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about.
I mean, it might have been more than a few years ago, probably a handful of years ago, but it was like they had like this squad of like just top dudes, and you knew that they were going somewhere, you know, like
Right.
whether it was WWE, New Japan, TNA, whatever. And it still was pretty flippy, you know. It's the only way I can describe it. It was
yeah.
But I mean, it was cool shit. It was something different. It's something different.
Right.
If you're different from the next, see, when TNA's doing better now because it's not trying to be WWE. When it was under the guidance all those years of Dixie Carter,
Oh,
she
yeah.
was trying to be WWE version 0.2 or whatever, and you can't be a generic something else. You have to be your own original self. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of like you have to be your own thing. And I think the one thing that separated Ring of Honor, whether you liked them or not. I mean, they were their own thing. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and they still are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's just they're just like their main events is full of false finishes, and I'm just not into that. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I like a nice climax. I don't want you. I don't want you. Exactly. I don't want you. I don't want you like jerking me off and then I'm about to come. You stop. Like I'd rather just like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather just gradually enjoy it and then eventually, boom. You know what I'm saying?
In a big time match, match though, for real, like a couple is okay in like a big huge match, but not the way they use them.
No,
they're way overused. Like like it was the was it Rollins and
Zigzag?
No. Miz. The Miz. When like he hit him with what, like 3 finales, and then Miz hit him with like 3 finales. He kicked out of every single one.
They do that all the time.
Like, you can't kick out. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. You're not kicking out 3.
If you're not
3 finales.
Another thing is too, like obviously that gets.
It buries the Miz.
It gets gone over with like Pat Patterson or Michael Hayes or whoever the agent is. If you're not fighting for yourself to not have to give 3 finishes and get kicked, get them kicked out of 3 times, like come on, dude. Like I understand it's entertainment and everything, but your finish is your finish. Like that should be protected to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Well, some people used to complain about Randy Savage back in the day. He was too meticulous, but Randy Savage would be like, he'd make deals with people like, all right, we could do this. You could do this if I could do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was like a trade-off.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't go too ridiculous with it. And it was like, whether it was straight up choreographed or there was a couple spots called and then the rest was calling it in the ring.
Right.
It was, an even playing field.
Right. But it's got to take it to a new level
You're
now.
burying the Miz when you're kicking out of his finisher 3
Exactly.
times.
Yeah.
You're saying he's not effective.
Yeah. The shit.
He's weak. He's done. It's stupid.
Right.
Whatever. I'm like, that's
absolutely.
Like I like personally, and you and I were talking about this, like wrestlers that might not be popular.
Oh, dude, I love the Miz.
The Miz
absolutely
is awesome.
fucking
love the Miz.
I love the Miz before people love the Miz.
Yeah.
Before like the whole Daniel Bryan promo and everything like that.
I don't. I mean, he's definitely. He's seasoned now.
Without Jericho, he's the heel that wrestling needs.
Oh, absolutely.
When they fucking let him be.
Right.
It's like
when they let him.
Every time he gains momentum, they fucking pull it out from under him. So it's kind of like now I'm really bored with the character. I'm glad that he's high on it to begin with.
Right.
I love where he gets personal when he talks shit and he makes it real
because it's straight from the heart. Dude.
That blurring the lines shit. It's like some people agree with that, but everybody
people don't
like,
understand
wow.
that promo. That promo was
amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude, it was one of the best promos of all time.
Which
it was on Talking Smack back in the day.
On Daniel Bryan?
Yeah. Talking Smack, right? How Daniel Bryan and Renee Young hosted it.
Well, good. I liked it.
Yeah. Miz came on for a segment and he just started shitting all over Daniel Bryan, because Daniel Bryan was, saying like, oh, Miz works a safe style. And
he shit on Miz too.
Right,
well,
exactly.
No, they went back and forth. But Miz, that looked
two
real
different arguments.
Shit.
It's 2 different arguments.
There's definitely heat to that. Like I watched a interview recently on a YouTube channel called Gorilla Position where they interviewed Daniel Bryan, and like he said, he was like, it's not like a kayfabe interview or anything. He said, he's like, that's literally why I walked off, because it was either walk off or punch him in the face and lose my job.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be that mad because here's the thing: it's two different arguments. You got somebody who came up through the ranks to the school of hard knocks, so to speak, and is a real professional wrestler.
Right.
Versus a guy who's decent but is more about the entertainment side.
But
being the biggest star he could be.
But he didn't necessarily not come up on the School of Hard Knocks either. Like if you go back and look at like his I forgot what the Real World, whatever show he was on.
He was on the Real World.
Yeah, you could see like on that show he has fucking a whole like bookcase full of wrestling DVDs.
No,
he was training on the independents at that point as well. And
local independent, but Daniel Bryan's been everywhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Daniel Bryan's had staph infection from dirty mats. You know what I mean? That's the raw. That's living. That's sleeping in your car and eating a fucking hot dog every night and getting paid $20. You know what I mean?
Right.
Miz fortunately never had to deal with straight up that, but
he
he also
shouldn't be
came in at a different time.
But he shouldn't be shit on because of that either. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's not necessarily
his
his
fault
fault either.
That's always gonna be Daniel Bryan's thing, where it's like, you think you're better than me, but I can wrestle better than you.
Right, and he can. There's no doubt about that.
But the Miz, in a way, wins the argument because he's like, listen, this is WWE, and I'm trying to be the best entertainer I could be. It's sports entertainment,
right?
And I'm trying to build my status like that and get money, and now he's got his own TV show and he's in movies,
right,
whether they're good or not. Yeah. And Daniel Bryan's still kind of like old school mentality, and that's cool. I respect that, and I'm sure he doesn't give a fuck about the glitz and glam. It's literally two different arguments. It's kind of like apples and oranges,
right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they're both right, but the fact is they're here, and the only reason why Daniel Bryan's not straight up like dogged out by him and straight up wrong is because Daniel Bryan's still over as fuck.
Oh yeah,
it's not what he was, but he's over. So it's like, even though he doesn't have the same approach that Miz has.
Right.
And I get where Miz is coming from. I'm not saying he's like one of those people that doesn't respect wrestling or doesn't know how to wrestle. It's just he's a little more leaning towards the entertainment side. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he's like, hey, I feel like I'm fucking gypped because you're just this guy that comes out and you're bland and boring to me, and I'm fucking the one carrying the promos on the show, and I should be in your spot.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Where he's like, well, you're not a good fucking wrestler.
Right, right.
But he is kind of a good wrestler.
He is a good wrestler.
Good now.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's not terrible or anything.
Even just a couple of the little moves. Like, he was one of the first people I remember seeing when, like, someone gets whipped across and he, like, does, like, the knee slide to run back quick. Like, I started seeing him use that before a lot of other guys do. His corner clothesline, love that move. It's smart. I think it's a smart move.
Right.
You actually get, like, real, momentum carried in through the move. Like,
absolutely. No, I do like that move, and I love the skull crushing finale. I feel like that's I'm sure somebody's used it beforehand because nothing's original in wrestling.
Jericho used to use it.
Very Jeff Jarrett style move.
Right. Yes, I forgot Jarrett. Yeah,
pretty much it's a variation of it.
Right. But I mean, it's more unique than half the things on the roster today.
It's a full Nelson driver.
Yeah. Right.
That's what it is. And people would do their variations of it and change the name, and that's marketing. You know what I mean? That's your signature finisher, and that's what you're known for, And
you can't deny his dedication either. You know what I'm saying? There was that one time, I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but he had a blunder during like the Diva search before. I think even before.
I mean, he's been around for what? 12 years or something?
Right. He had that one blunder. He made a promise to himself. He's like, I'm going to fucking cut promos on everything. He said he would drive by a stop sign and cut a promo on a stop sign. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that never happened to him again. And the fact that he's been shitted on and shitted on and shitted on.
Yeah, but see, he also did it to himself in the beginning because he had a fucking bad attitude.
Right, but still,
you can't go in there like that. He should have known better.
But he immediately,
I've heard now,
pretty much,
though, that like his real life attitude is like totally.
Well, now he's a
like
pro. Now he's a pro.
Yeah, like when he does like events and he's like,
well, yeah, because he had to learn etiquette.
Like
he had to learn etiquette. You have to learn etiquette in the entertainment business, period.
But I think he sort of got a bad rap too. You know what I'm saying? There's the whole story of him like eating the chicken over Chris Benoit's bag and like getting chicken breading on it or some shit like that. You know, and he got kicked out. I get it. But I mean, like,
when you walk into somebody's world and it's majority rules,
right? No, I definitely.
You gotta fucking abide by the guidelines. If you don't.
I get it, but it's a thing of a bygone era too, like Wrestler's Court. Like I kind of like the idea of Wrestler's Court, but yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
But that's
over
with now. They don't do that anymore.
No, right. But that's what I'm saying. It's
totally different.
Right.
It's almost not professional wrestling. It's just that, like Stone Cold said, it could be under the umbrella of sports entertainment. It's still, when you go into a ring with wrestling gear in a wrestling ring and you're wrestling, you're fucking professional wrestling.
Right.
You know, it's just got more of this sports entertainment element to it, but
right.
I'm carny as fuck about it because I loved old school wrestling and I love the freaks of nature and everybody's different and unique in their own way. Miz, to me, I'm not a big fan because he epitomizes the new school and he's just like this reality guy, literally. He's from reality television and he's just a really manscaped out type of pretty boy, and he might be entertaining with the promos that cutting edge, but he's just kind of he has so much normalcy to him, and for someone like me and the shit I'm into, it's just not enough. You know, he's very bland in a way.
So he's not larger than life to you, type of thing.
No, not at all. The mystique, there's no mystique there at all. Like,
okay.
Not that there is much left nowadays, anyway.
Right.
But
there's more. I could get that.
He's not bringing something to the table for you that's going to reel you in.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, a lot of people do like the Miz now.
I said, to the Miz was like those few moves, and everything. But in the absence of Jericho, I think he's the heel.
Like him, he is.
Him and Owens, and I think people like that, they're because like they take that air of reality and know how to turn it to make it seem like, yo, this guy's being an asshole.
Yep.
And it's really, I like the way that they both do that, and they can, and it's good. I like it.
I mean, and even with Owens, like Owens is over with the Smarks. You know what I'm saying? They'll always cheer him, but Miz still has like that hate from most of the Smarks. At least, a lot of them have turned.
Do they still hate the Miz?
I'd say
I
it's
thought
like
almost everybody I know likes him now.
I'd say it's like 50-50 now. Ever since like that promo,
it's 50. Are you sure?
Maybe more like 70-30.
Most people I know like the Miz. Remember when he won the belt? That was when it was split. Before that, most people hated him.
Right.
They were pushing the Miz down your throat. He was the tag champs at Morrison. He was the fucking IC champ. He was the US champ.
Right.
And then he fucking cashed in or something. Or what? I don't remember what he did.
Yeah, he cashed in.
When he had that main event at WrestleMania, I don't know which one it was. Excuse me. With The Rock.
Oh.
27, I think.
I'm sorry, with Cena and The Rock was the ref, right?
No, Rock just like interfered.
Interfered, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I watched that whole match, and The Miz didn't deliver. He didn't deliver. You're on the grandest stage, right? Mm-hmm. You're with the biggest star. They actually let you main event it.
Right.
You got The Rock in the mix.
I definitely think
he did not fucking deliver. Did you see the backstage segment that they showed where he was walking in the back when they showed the behind the scenes and everybody claps for you and shakes your hand? He got barely any reception. I mean, his peers didn't give a fuck.
The Miz of 2018 is a different Miz from 2011, and I kind of agree that
I'm saying it's
I don't
this
think
point I think it is 70-30 he's liked, or
right.
80-20, where there was a progression.
So would you be against a Miz title reign? Do you think he could do a lot better of a job now than he did back then? Or
I think he could do a better job now, and I think he's earned it, and he had to go through what he had to go through. But with all the people they have,
I would like to see
how
him.
could you? I'm sorry. In what world? I mean, maybe it's just me, man. But in what world does the Miz compare to? Styles. In the ring to AJ Styles
or anybody,
or Samoa Joe, or
only with like an entourage, like
he doesn't put on bad matches. I know
I'm so sick of that shtick too with him. You know what I mean? I don't want to see him winning because Maurice is pepper spraying somebody or
that's Mr. I like that in a way.
You need a chicken shit heel.
No, you know why I like that in a way, because they brought back a wrestling valet.
Yep.
They barely have brought back managers, but at least we've seen a few over the years. For years, they had none. And I grew up in the managers era.
Yeah, and Heyman will tell you he's not a manager anymore. He's an advocate. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because they don't want to be. They want to be different than the old shit. But it's like, fuck you, Vince. It's like it's so funny. I don't know. I mean, it's like what?
Just speaking of, Ms. Taraj, what do you guys think of the B team winning the championship belts?
I like it. I wish they'd put them in a more serious role now.
Yeah.
Because they're still buffooning. Right. But, I mean, yeah, good for them.
Yeah.
They're third-generation wrestlers.
Yeah.
They're better than what they're portrayed to be. They are funny.
They're way better.
They are funny sometimes. They are funny sometimes, but,
But they don't need to be funny.
Bo Dallas, to me, is so fucking underutilized.
I love Bo, and I fucking hate Bray. I hate Bray Wyatt. I hate the character.
I don't really like Bray that much. I don't hate him, but I don't like it. I kind of nothing him.
I almost feel like I have a Ramones mentality when it comes to my promos type of thing, and with him it's like, okay, get to the fucking point. Like, people got things to do. Like, Ramones, it's song, done. But with Bray Wyatt, he's going through this intricate shit, and it's like, I don't fucking care, dude.
Yeah.
Like, talk about how you're going to kick somebody's
ass. The long, drawn-out psychology type thing.
Well, he's supposed to be a maniacal type of, cerebral character. I think it's like that's the segments that they're like, all right, Bray, go out there for 10 minutes and
Right, and maybe I would feel the same way
He's
about
probably
the Undertaker.
thinking this sucks, you know. Like,
right. Maybe I would feel the same way about the Undertaker if the Undertaker, if I didn't grow up with him or something like that.
Yeah, but his shit was more short and sweet, though.
Right, yeah.
He took longer to get to the ring and talk
Right, but
less.
just the hokey shit in general.
Triple
too,
H
when they were
was a
bring up-
run-on. Triple H was a run-on.
Oh, yeah, I agree
Ric
with that.
Flair was a run-on.
But he had both those guys had intensity in what they were saying, what they were doing. It's like Bray's just like.
Yeah, but Bray's a thinking man's character. I understand exactly what he's saying.
Oh, so do I. I'm just saying.
I do too, but
I have an extensive vocabulary.
I don't feel any intensity from him when he talks.
It's just not believable to me that if you're like pissed off enough to fight somebody, you're gonna be like,
but he's a
and things like that.
Yeah, but bro, I mean, he's a fucking nutcase. That's what he's playing. He's gonna sound like he's speaking in tongues to people. He's gonna run on. He's a fucking nut. He's the guy you see at the fucking bus station in Cleveland, fucking telling you he's a fallen angel from heaven and he's stranded in hell.
I guess I would.
He's gonna speak biblically, or
I would classify Ambrose under there more, and I know that's kind of more
Ambrose
of
a pussy though. Ambrose
compared to Bray.
Bray
can't win a match to save his life. You're gonna call Ambrose a bookie?
But that's the booking. Bray's intense in the ring. Ambrose fucking hits people powder puff. There is no intensity in Ambrose whatsoever.
I don't like.
They have him on a live segment where he's kicking the guy. He was kicking Cesaro in the fucking corner, and he wasn't even hitting him. And he kept doing it. He's not even hitting him. He doesn't. Dude, Ambrose doesn't give a fuck. If he's in a bad mood or he thinks the booking shit, he's gonna go out there like, in no disrespect to Bruiser Brody, rest in peace, but he's gonna sabotage the whole fucking match and make it look like a joke. He's only gonna deliver when he wants to. Bray is intense in the ring. Bray's booking sucks because, they don't know what the fuck to do with him anymore. His character peaked.
I'll agree that his shit is more believable than Ambrose, but I really don't see that intensity from Bray either. When I think of intensity, I always go to the bar, which would be Benoit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had more intensity than Benoit.
Yeah, but Benoit was
an actual
nutcase.
No. But Benoit was one of the greatest technical wrestlers ever. He's a ring general.
But just even the way he chops
nobody's
somebody,
as fucking intense as Benoit.
But there's literally
nobody's as intense.
I agree, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe just because I grew up.
Kurt Angle maybe at times, but Kurt's pretty much retired now. I mean, no one's as intense. I mean, you guys gotta understand. Bray goes out there. They tell him to talk for how long they tell him to talk for. He doesn't even fucking stutter.
No, he doesn't.
No. He never fucks up.
No.
He looks in the fucking camera without blinking. He talks with vindiction. He uses an extensive vocabulary. But he's nuts, but he's smart. He's like the Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, but none
of
none of that matters when you're asleep by the time the promo's over, though.
Well, that's the thing. We're in the short attention span era.
We are,
but it's not short attention span.
It is.
It's not believable to me. If you're gonna kick somebody's ass, you're gonna be like, in the darkness, I have found myself. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear I fucking hate you and I want to beat the shit out of you.
That's everybody else that's like that. I mean, everybody's got to be different.
I guess.
This guy is the guy. He's the guy that is taking this shit way too serious.
Yeah, but look at another person.
It's not just his job. He wants to fuck with you on a personal level. He's outside your window.
Okay, well, let's look at
you at night.
Let's look at Jake Roberts then. Amazing promos, but it was still to the point. It's not beating around the bush of what's at stake and what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that's because
I get both of your guys' point because, like I said, I nothing him. You like him, you dislike him. I nothing him. So I get your guys' point where he's speaking.
Well, he's not. Again, he's not any Jake. He's not Jake
really,
Roberts.
Yeah, he's really smart. He's really going on with it. But the whole Eater of Worlds, it does take. It does. Sometimes the promos seem longer if you're not a fan.
You're telling me just because he didn't say, "Hey, I'm going to come out like Brock. I'm going to fuck you up" if he gets to talk.
Oh, Brock.
Or Heyman.
Heyman.
I'm not saying it needs to be that extreme.
No. It does. He talks once in a while, but I'm saying the point is whether he talks or Heyman talks, it's you're going to fucking get embarrassed in the ring, and I'm going to take you to Suplex City. But you got to understand, The Undertaker did that shit. In a way, Jake Roberts did that shit. Right. Ultimate Warrior did that shit. It's the same thing that Bray's doing. It's You know what the point is, but the point is that he's taking you into the fucking parts unknown, fucking weirdo fucking shit. And it's like, you either like it or you don't. But the thing is, that's his character.
Right.
But
if if Bray comes out and goes, listen, son, I'm going to come out and fuck you up in the ring. I mean, it's like, what? Where's the fucking Bray shtick?
Fair enough,
Where's
but I mean,
the Bray
it's a complete ripoff of Waylon Jennings, or not Waylon Jennings. Mercy or Waylon Mercy was his name, dude. If you don't know,
Waylon Mercy's just a fucking ripoff of Cape Fear, Robert De Niro's character.
Yeah, but at least it's a ripoff of a movie and not another wrestler.
But that's what they're both doing.
But that's what they all do. It's true. It's true. That's what they all do.
That's what they're doing, though. It's not. That wasn't even an original character.
But so
Waylon Mercy was a flash in the pan,
as far as
too.
promos go, right?
I'm saying if they would just cut his promos down, you know what I mean, and book him better, I think Bray could be back on track.
The booking is the big thing. His promos were better when he was bigger, and he had like the family.
Well, yeah, but that shit ran its course, though.
It was better. But I'm just saying. Period.
I mean, think about it. Bray got rid of the fucking
when he had the belt. Like nothing was going on. It was kind of like Amber,
right? And I wasn't even necessarily like against that title win either. Like that's one way that I do agree.
That elimination chamber is actually good.
Yeah, I would rather have more title changes than less title changes. I feel like I'm more disinterested when there's less. You know what I'm saying? Like Brock's been the champion for how long? Even AJ. I love AJ.
Is that you could get overshadowed by somebody else's feud or title reign. It's the same thing happened with CM Punk years ago, the world title. You could win that fucking belt over John Cena or Randy Orton or whatever and be Bray Wyatt as champion finally. And then if Brock's your fucking champion in a fucking feud with all the top guys on Raw, no one's going to give a fuck about.
I agree.
Bray Wyatt's reign. You know what I mean?
Right, but I'm saying both both brands, should have more title changes for the world title like that. Like I said,
I think there should just be one champion that goes back and forth and faces this guy, this guy, this guy. They did that before.
Right. I love AJ, but I just I'm getting a little sick of him as the champion now, especially when they have.
But he has great matches though.
He does, but come on, dude, you can't put Shinsuke in 3 matches with him, not put him over once.
I agree. They shouldn't have had them wrestle that many times, but.
Yeah,
my point is that you're in that thinking mode of what they've you're prone to being like that now because that's what they want you to think. Like, yo, I want the fucking title to change hands 3 months later. Back in the day, motherfuckers had that shit for 7 years, 4 years,
well, look
2
at
years.
Bruno, yeah.
Which 7 years is fucking ridiculous. Let's have a title change.
But still, they want you to get more invested in that character. But if they don't pull the trigger and then they do 6 months down the road when they're in another feud with the champion, it doesn't mean as much by that point.
Well, they shouldn't have had a round two. It's just
anymore,
that they don't even have build-ups anymore anyway. I mean, they used to build shit on average for 3 months. Now they do it for 3 weeks. I mean, so it's like... Fuck. And they have 2 separate shows. They're not even this isn't even like a reoccurring thing, it's like holy shit, we're into the next program already. You know what I mean? So I think we're so prone to seeing that after a while it's like, all right, dude, who's gonna be champion next?
Right.
Even though AJ's awesome and he delivers.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
I mean, he gave Lesnar his best match ever.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I'm sorry. Last year's Survivor Series match with them was phenomenal.
Maybe the Iron Man match with Kurt can compare to it, but other than that, those are his best matches ever.
People disagree with me, but Brock's first tenure with the company was better than now.
I agree, 100%.
He's just a bigger.
I never liked him ever,
but he's a bigger star now. Though.
Absolutely,
yeah.
He's a bigger star now, though. But I'm saying match wise in the beginning, even though he was a rookie,
right?
Dude,
his first match or his best match since he's been back is with Goldberg, in my opinion. I just like the big man.
This is where we did it.
Really? Not the AJ stuff. I'm with
AJ too.
The match with Goldberg at WrestleMania.
Yes,
that was better than the one at. When did they have a match?
The Survivor Series Squiggity Squash.
Is that when it was? Jesus,
yeah, the Squiggity Squash where he crushed him in 30 seconds.
90 seconds.
Or it was 2 minutes or so.
So that was Survivor Series 16. 2016?
Yeah,
that was bullshit. But
I loved it.
I didn't mind that. I like the unpredictability.
You didn't expect it?
I didn't expect it at all, and I hate Lesnar.
Yeah.
But you don't like 30-second matches, do you?
No, not normally.
Because I don't.
No.
I felt ripped off at Extreme Rules
not
with Hardy
normally,
and Shinsuke.
but I mean, if you're gonna keep,
yeah, dude, I heard it.
Nah, dude, if you're
one
gonna
of my friends, he ignited Facebook. He was like,
yeah, but Jeff Hardy's got
garbage.
Jeff Hardy's got a bunch of injuries. At least that's the rumor that's been going around. So it's kind of like a victory road without him being on.
But
drugs,
see, that's
you know?
the backstage shit.
That, by
that's
the way,
real life shit.
Was awful.
Right. But still, like, I don't mind 30-second matches because, like we were talking about
on
earlier,
a
with
pay-per-view for a title.
Pay-per-views aren't pay-per-views anymore. Let's be honest. Nobody's paying $60 for a fucking WWE.
Well, but we don't know what to call.
Yeah, but it's 4 hours once a month versus 3 hours once a week.
Fair enough, but still, like, it just it adds to the kayfabe and the unpredictability of it. You know, that's why I don't mind them so much. If you do them all the time, yeah, but
kayfabe's dead.
I don't.
The only kayfabe now is like he had an injury you didn't know about. Like, yo, no one even knew this whole time.
But I don't watch wrestling that way. Like, I still watch wrestling like I'm 7 years old. Like, I
hear you,
know?
But it's just not that way. We want it to be that way.
I get it, but I don't know. It's just.
Which is why you shouldn't be sick of AJ as champion. No,
fair enough.
I'm just saying, like,
fair
I
enough.
feel you. I don't want to see another Nakamura.
If it was Cena back in 05, I would have been pissed if he lost the belt.
Right.
So I mean, fair
AJ is
dude,
one of my favorites.
People rag
of all
on
time.
Cena. He had fucking great feuds, man. Great title match.
Oh, dude, his feud with Edge back in the day was phenomenal.
Yeah, it really was. It was good.
AJ is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and I'm happy he's champ. But even I wanted Rusev to win the belt.
Right.
One, because I think Rusev.
Why?
Dude, Rusev, he's definitely over. And he
because of the Rusev Day shit.
No, he's just been over. Period. Even before that.
What's so great about him?
Maybe I'm just more of the millennial generation.
A big brute.
Right. Maybe I'm more of the millennial generation where everybody gets a trophy, but I just feel like there's more people who deserve to have a run with the title. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying everybody. I'm not saying put it on Tyler Breeze or something.
Yeah, they should. Everyone gets their turn. No,
right, and not that Tyler Breeze doesn't deserve what he's been in developmental for forever and.
Who?
I'm not. Just shut up. That's not what I mean by that. I'm not saying he hasn't worked hard or anything like that, but I'm just saying, that I'm not going to that extent. Is what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying that
if they booked Rusev like big, I think he could do some big time stuff.
I agree.
Like, I'm not saying Rusev isn't believable as champ. It's just that.
And I don't even really like Rusev personally, but I mean, I would have liked to see him just have a run with the title.
Rusev,
just give him a chance and see what's going on. Like give him a few weeks with it. See if AJ, if it's not, AJ wins it back, and it's but like if it's. All right, he did really well. Let's put him in a crazier match to defend the title.
They tried it with
see what happens.
They tried it with Jinder. Why the fuck wouldn't you try it with Rusev?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Jinder.
Well, we all know why they did the Jinder thing.
Right,
They're in the Indian market,
but still though, I mean.
But that motherfucker was like, he's not even from India. He's from Canada.
Well, they don't want that Bulgarian market apparently.
No, they missed the ball on fucking Rusev when he was an unstoppable, vicious heel and actually was getting heat. Right. And Alana was
when he was the undefeated,
and he was making the motherfuckers tap out after they cried for the national anthem, and he was destroying Cena. He should have fucking beat Cena eventually.
I agree.
That was when he had long hair and he was a fatter pig and he was a prick. He's a fucking prick, and he was coming out and telling you that you were in shit and puking over Obama. And man, he was so fucking over with the heat.
Yeah,
and I was like, this dude is money.
Yeah. But now
I said he's the new Iron Sheik. He's the new Iron Sheik, and they fucking let Cena bury him. They buried him with the golden shovel.
That's why I didn't particularly like Rusev, because he was just kind of the classic stereotypical, like, give me heat because I'm foreign type of thing.
But he
was good at it. He was good at it.
But he executed, though.
But my smart...
He was good.
But the little bit of smart stubbornness I had on me...
Yeah, but don't be a smart, though.
I know. I agree. But I have a little bit of that stubbornness in me, and it took effect. But no, now I've turned around to him.
Now everybody's going to like it.
Right.
I'm just telling you, in this podcast, as one of the hosts, in my opinion, they missed the ball on that shit.
No, I agree.
This is a totally different approach with
Rusev.
Missing
it now.
I don't know, man.
Dude, Rusev Day is over. Rusev Day is
why? Though it sucks.
Hold on. Now.
What's that dude that sings about? He fucking blows.
Right. Yeah,
he's one of the vaudevillains. Get the fuck out of here. The other guy was the better vaudevillain, and they fucking fired him because nobody liked him. Who gives a shit? He's a better fucking wrestler. He had a better look. This dude is fucking Sheamus's fucking kid. You know what I mean?
He looks like Sheamus's ghost.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
He can't even sing that good.
Rusev
Day. I could do that. I'm not even a fucking singer.
That's what I say about Pearl Jam.
So, unfortunately, what could happen is, the same thing that happened at like Ambrose.
No, you just got to go along with. Okay, this is how things are going.
Wyatt,
right?
Okay, where them chasing the title could be the most important part, and then they get the title. And it's not exciting anymore.
Right.
That could totally
when he finally
happen.
gets the title, no one's going to give a fuck anymore.
That's what happened with Wyatt, and that's what happened with Ambrose. You didn't give it to me.
I'm a smart. You didn't give it to me when I wanted him to have it.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with that point, and I don't think the fans should necessarily dictate the booking, but...
You know what happened? They jerked you off, okay?
And
You're about to bust a nut 5 times. Have you ever done that? And then when you finally do come, it's like a sad come. It's like, oh, I finally got it out. Didn't even feel that good. I'm just happy I don't have blue balls. That's what they do. That's what they're doing right now.
I think
you were supposed to come 3 pay-per-views ago.
I think this was the first time we need to put like a parental advisory on our podcast.
Hey,
Rated R is in the house
this is the
right
D,
now,
baby. They don't call it the D for
Welcome
nothing.
to the D.
And if you don't like it, TID. Take it deep.
Oh shit!
No Vaseline on this one, people. We're live.
So another
baby.
thing is Hogan's been reinstated too. I mean,
yo, fuck Hogan. He fucking ruined the psyche of so many fans of his throughout the 30 years.
No,
I don't necessarily.
Yo, he's a fucking racist.
I hate that. No,
He was using the hard.
I hate. Trust me, dude. I hate to defend this because I don't want to sit there and be like, "Oh, he's not a racist" or something. But
people can change.
Do you remember the most recent Tough
60,
Enough?
he ain't changing.
Do you remember?
You never know.
Do you remember the most recent Tough Enough that was done? The most recent iteration of it. Anyway, there's a black dude on there. His name was, of course, he happened to be black. You know, his name was Patrick Smith, I think, or something. He was eliminated kind of early.
That's that slave name right there. I'm serious. Fuck that shit. I'd change my name if I was black.
I think that's
if
his actual
black,
name,
if my name was
dude.
Patrick Smith, I would change my
So
fucking
if your
name.
black parents named you that,
No, it's not even their fault. I'd change my fucking name and I wouldn't shake Hogan's hand.
Anyway, he did
Fuck America.
He did like a JR's podcast like after that whole shit broke, and he was like, you know, Hogan was amazing to me, gave me advice on blah 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 blah. You know, many kids who were around in the '80s who were black kids were, you know, maybe just Hogan wanted their money.
Bamboozled by Hulk Hogan 30 years later.
But I don't know. I feel like he was pissed off at a situation, and I mean, let's face it, he's from the South as well. So he used
I don't give a fuck.
He used rhetoric that the South
no
used.
fucking excuse.
I don't necessarily think he's racist. I don't want to excuse him for his actions, but I don't necessarily think he's racist.
I see what you're saying, but you gotta understand something. It doesn't matter if it's that or a fucking neo-Nazi. Racist is racist. Using the hate speech.
And I'm one of the most progressive people you'll ever meet, too. So, I mean,
whatever.
Fair enough. I don't necessarily think
hate is hate, dude.
Yeah, I don't.
You know?
I don't necessarily think he should have been reinstated, but I don't think he should continue to get all the flack that he does either. I mean,
no, it's different. It's like, let's not fucking forget what he did. I think he learned his lesson in the business aspect. Yeah, reinstate him. And get some money out of that old bastard if you still can. It's the difference is otherwise he should be vilified.
Right.
That's where I disagree with you. Where fuck all that. It's you're still not going to live this down, buddy.
I agree with that.
All isn't forgiven just because they reinstated your Hall of Fame slot.
I agree with that, but let's be honest. When we've all fucking said something that we wish we could take back, or we didn't say, or blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but if
you know what I'm saying?
If I did that
personally,
and I keep
to
getting called
an
out
individual
on it,
person, and not and
it was to an individual person, and
Bubba
the Love Sponge recorded it. That was like whole part of the sex tape thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but you understand. I make my bet. I lay in it. If I say something I shouldn't have said, and everybody forgives me except this handful of people, and I never live that down every time I see them. That's tough fucking luck.
Yeah.
Because I shouldn't have fucking said it.
I'm not saying everybody should forgive him.
And hopefully he learned his lesson and he's not still like that.
Right,
you know?
right. That's what I'm trying to hope for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but you can't blame Titus O'Neil for not wanting to shake his hand. Fuck you. Did you
I don't blame him at all.
If you did that shit out in the open, like, I don't give a fuck this shit, blah, blah, blah. And now it's like, oh, my God, he's blatantly racist. It's like, no, dude, you would have went about your whole bullshit smiling in black man's faces, shaking hands, when the whole time behind closed doors, you're dropping N-bombs like there's no tomorrow.
And he
got caught.
He could have done a lot more, too, to kind of, like, lessen the blow of what happened or whatever, too. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
there's a lot that he hasn't done as well, probably because he doesn't give a shit or whatever.
Well, there's so many racists out there, they didn't care. They still loved Hulk Hogan.
Right. There's a fair enough. There's a fair enough point.
What the fuck? Like, this shit's still here, people. Like, it doesn't matter if people aren't getting hosed down the fucking street anymore. There's other ways this shit is going on. So for somebody to say these things that you look up to, it's that much more hurtful because of these other fucking things going on. And that's like, wow, this guy's even like that. You know what I mean? Like, wow.
I definitely agree. And that's
it's not like he went and beat up a guy for being black.
Fair enough.
But still, he got caught. He's probably talked like that his whole fucking life, and then went over and smiled in the Junkyard Dog's face, and you know what I'm saying, or Dennis Rodman, or
But any of those people will claim the opposite, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're shills.
Dennis Rodman is a shill to like
Fuck
WWE,
yeah.
though.
He's a fucking
to WWE. You know,
I think so. I think
Oh,
so.
come
All those
on,
guys
dude.
going, yeah, I forgive them. They just want the payday. They want everybody to like them. They don't want to fall off with their white fans who are racist, right? They want that fucking money. A real motherfucker's like, no, motherfucker, you don't like people that look like me, then fuck you for life. And that's what Titus O'Neil did.
I agree, and like I said, I don't think that Titus should have necessarily shook his hand or anything like that. He has every right not to. But I think when something as your daughter comes into play, you say things that you don't fucking necessarily think about before.
Well, if the guy was a piece of shit, why can't it just be like, oh, this piece of shit's dating my daughter? No, he was like, this fucking, N-bomb, or I don't mean to sound corny, but I'm not going to say the word. But,
right. I know.
We don't need that heat on the show.
Well, no, if I said it in that context, I wouldn't be doing something wrong. I just don't want to say it. But I'm saying
I agree, but there are people who would hear it and disagree. Which is sad because here we are, we're adults and we're not racist, and we can't even say
about that paradigm. But what I'm saying is, it's like this dude just totally attacked this guy for being black when it had nothing to do with his character.
Right. No, that's absolutely true.
He's a person.
But
it's just he's a racist that didn't want a black guy. He didn't care who was screwing his wife as long as they were white.
Yeah, but what I mean?
Like, once
somebody's labeled a racist, are they always a racist? Like that's another thing to me. It's
like you said, he didn't do enough to fucking redeem himself. Prove it.
I agree.
Prove you've changed.
But but going back to like a Sweden and Norway type of thing, like when they bring people to fucking jail and prison there, like that's a rehabilitation thing. Like they're preparing you to go back out in society. In our society, once something's done, once you're a murderer, and I'm not, glorifying those things because obviously they're fucking terrible, but once you're a murderer, or once you're this, or once you're that for life. There's no chance of rehabilitation. There's no chance of you changing your views on something. Once you're something for life.
Well, I'm not saying it's to the degree of being a murderer or molester.
No, I'm not
just
saying that either. But
it's
there's
a negative stigma that's never going away.
But what could he do to change that? Is there anything he could do to change that? Or
he wasn't very sincere in the media. I mean,
I agree.
Would he tweet that he was sorry? I don't fucking know.
He should have
But then again, if he goes out of his way to do shit, he's gonna come off as all like ass kissy, like, yo, just take it on the chin, dude.
But if there's nothing they could do,
he got reinstated. He's a part of the WWE family again.
Yeah, but say
he's not blackballed completely. No pun intended.
No. I'm not. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is like, say that he did everything in his power to make sure that his views were actually changed. Let's say his views were actually changed. If nobody else gave a shit anyway, what would be the difference whether he was reinstated or not? You know what I'm saying?
The difference is that you fucking be a man about it and own up to your shit as a public figure.
That's what I'm saying. If he did that,
and instead of saying, "Hey, I'm sorry," and I was just in a bad fucking mood or whatever, it's like, no, I'm sorry, and I didn't have no right to say that, and I'm no better than anybody else just because I'm white and they're not.
No, and he's not. He's absolutely not.
And you know what? I will do anything in my power to prove to you that I've changed. And
but that's what I'm trying to ask you. Like, if he did all of them things, would all still be forgiven, or would they?
Well, no, you're still gonna have some people that were like, I don't give a fuck. There's going to be some people that they don't give a fuck, but the point is that, dude, he's not blackballed into obscurity. He's still doing his thing. He doesn't even wrestle anymore.
Right.
He shouldn't even be in the industry.
He shouldn't.
But he's got a fucking, because he's a money-hungry son of a bitch, and he's this egomaniac that he's got money to retire. He's going to take away from the shine of other the other wrestlers. It's just the fact that his career wasn't destroyed by it. He destroyed the hearts and minds of fans worldwide that looked up to him, that were of color.
Right.
And he's always going to have that negative stigma, as he should. He's not blackballed into obscurity. He's still making money off his brand and legacy.
But I'm not saying blackballed either. But like, what is the point where those fans forgive him as well? Like, what?
Everybody doesn't have to fucking forgive him. But the point is that he's still over.
And it's different.
If he said I'm sorry, said I'm sorry, sincerely, and he still was blackballed into obscurity, then maybe you could say, well, come on, guys, come on, hear him out. It doesn't fucking matter if people still hate him.
Right. If
he's still getting
shit. Right. If he's still getting booked for signings.
I'm sure there's been a fucking conversation the past 5 years of, I don't give a fuck, brother. I'm still taking in $2 million a year.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Probably was that.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, fuck him, man. I mean, I never understood the whole racism thing. I'm better than you because I'm white.
Like,
that's that indoctrination of this society, and that's why white privilege really exists, because some people fucking believe that shit.
Oh, dude, and people don't even know what the fuck.
Dude, just because I'm fucking white, you're right. I do have the upper hand.
Right.
But don't tell me I have the upper hand, because then you're wrong. Dude.
A lot of people don't.
He's still over.
A lot of people don't realize that thing is like subconscious as well. That it's like the fact that you're not black getting pulled over for the fact that you're black and you look suspicious because you're in your fucking whatever car or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't realize that it's a subconscious thing, and that's why they think white privilege doesn't exist. But
if a majority of the cops are white,
right.
And they're in their brains. This seed was planted of people that aren't white are suspicious.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why people that aren't white get pulled over more than people that are white.
Right.
If he's related to you, or he's somebody's fucking cousin or girlfriend, he's gonna let you out of the ticket.
Right.
He don't know you from Adam.
Well,
he's already, whether he knows it. You gotta understand. I hate to turn this into a racial thing or wrapping up here, but when it comes to Hulk Hogan, I don't give a fuck if he's still racist or not, or people believe it or not. He's still fucking over. It didn't really affect his career, man. It really didn't.
Right.
It affected his WWE career. Okay? Hulk Hogan's still a household name. The fact that it didn't affect his career overall just goes to show you what's wrong with America.
I agree with that.
Because he was publicly caught.
I don't know. I think
it's the same thing when a cop kills a fucking black kid for a nonviolent crime and then gets fucking suspended without pay for a couple months.
Oh, they don't even get that.
It doesn't even lose his fucking pension.
Yeah, they don't even get that half
the
time.
He should
be in jail. Investigation. They're
he
like,
should
okay,
be in prison. He should lose his pension.
Right. Well, look at fucking Philando Castile. I mean, we should probably wrap up on the political shit soon. But look at Philando Castile.
It is a political issue.
A dude who fucking owned his own gun legally, told the officer he owned his own gun, and then the officer took out his gun and fucking shot him. Like, he just told you he had a fucking permit for the thing, dude. Like,
right. But that's classic examples right there, and that's never going to go away. I mean, everybody's going to know that. It was caught on tape. The fact that nothing was done about it was injustice.
I think we accidentally switched over to an episode of Backtalk. Right in the middle of Wrestle Fandom Radio.
It does trigger that because it is a political issue within the industry.
It is
political.
See, I don't know. I'm just gonna. I feel like it'd be a little hypocritical if I said that Chris Benoit deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, even though what he did, and then I didn't say that for Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
maybe, but
there should be
Chris
maybe
Benoit
like
murdered his kid.
There should maybe be like a caveat that says what they did or whatever. But let's be honest. For at least for Benoit, it's well known.
Yeah,
now
but Benoit didn't get inducted to the Hall of Fame and then murder his family and then got taken out.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
He did it while he was still a fucking wrestler.
But it's still a caveat that I want him in personally because of his wrestling, and it's almost proven now. I mean, if not fully proven, that it was he had the brain of like an 80-year-old dude with Alzheimer's. Like, he wasn't in the right state of mind murdering.
But how the
kids.
fuck can you make your dates and get on planes and off planes and rentals and book hotels? And I don't get it. I don't know how you could do that. And stay on a regimen and work out and get to the building and practice and then wrestle and make all your spots. And how can you do that when you're a fucking slow-mo that's 80? I don't buy it.
Because it's
bullshit.
I don't know. I find nah, dude. I don't know about that. I feel like it's a switch for me. I feel like it's kind of like a.
I mean, he could have went nuts. You know,
right?
He could have had
He
minor
could have just
brain
had
damage.
that one last bump that
We
kinda
all have
switched
fucking
it on,
brain
you know?
damage. We all have liver damage. We all have heart damage. It's just to what extent,
Right?
You know, it's just that people can snap. It's been proven. That's been proven. It's just I don't want to hear all these fucking excuses. The guy fucking killed 2 people. He killed his wife. He killed a woman. He killed a child. Real men don't kill women and children. You understand what I'm saying? Bottom line.
I get that, but
So fuck his Hall of Fame.
But you don't know that until you know what I'm saying. Unless you have the same brain as him, you don't
You're
know
right.
that.
It could be. It could be a conspiracy. It could be something else. But you can't prove that. And what has been done and what has been documented has been documented.
But it has been proven that his brain was like fucked up in that sort of way. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Nowinski, even if you guys remember him, the Harvard kid from like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
He's like a fucking. He
Their
actually
research,
went to Harvard.
Their research, you think that's proven, but if it was proven, okay, then why hasn't all been forgiven? Why isn't he in the Hall of Fame?
Because
it's still debatable.
Because it's still
because
a
it's
touchy.
still debatable.
Because it's murder.
Because he's still
at
murder.
the end
No,
of the
you're
day,
right.
it's murder.
It's a touchy subject and it's debatable.
Because
They haven't proven that in full. That's one examiner, one coroner's fucking result after somebody asked to research the body again.
Fair enough.
It's not like boom. Because if he would have did that and didn't kill himself and they got arrested, maybe they could prove he was insane. Then it's really debatable, like, yo, should he be in the Hall of Fame? As far as we're concerned, because we can't really 100% prove otherwise, he is a murderer of a woman and child.
Well, I mean, regardless of what happened, he's still a murderer. I mean, regardless of what state his brain is, he's
but
still
you're
a murderer.
saying under what circumstance and if he would be eligible for the Hall of Fame if it's acceptable.
Right.
I'm saying as far as what we know that's already been etched in stone, he's fucked.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No, you're better.
it's
You
never-
might have a better
it's
chance of
never
seeing
even-
God or seeing the
yeah,
NWA Hall of
I'm not
Fame
one
or
of those-
China has a better chance being
Right.
in,
I'm
and
not
you can
one of
type
those-
in her name and watch her get gangbanged. Like,
Right.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
And I'm not
it's
one of
like-
those people who thinks he's gonna go in or is like, oh, is this your WWE? I don't
Dude,
think
it
it's ever
sucks.
gonna
I
happen.
mean, I feel you. He was like one of my favorite wrestlers ever.
Right.
He's one of the greatest technical wrestlers ever.
Of all time.
I can't even watch his matches really. Once in a while, I'll watch something he's in. It's like, because it ain't just because of the murders. It's just soured it all. Like, I can't even enjoy these jewels that were given. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I truly believe that if he would have lived, he would go down as the greatest wrestler ever. Maybe even over Bret Hart.
I agree.
You know what I
agree with
mean?
that.
And Shawn Michaels and everything. Versus as far as in-ring ability. I mean, I think he would have been training people. I think he would have had a wrestling school that was even more successful than Booker T's.
More than
I think
likely,
he would have I think he would have been in The Untouchables. I think he would have been on ESPN talking in interviews. Like, he ruined he ruined it beyond the grave. You understand what I mean? So it would have been even different if, like, like it was an isolated incident and his wife stabbed him and he fucking strangled her to death or something.
I just
you know what I mean? Like,
it's
just like,
I just think there's something that we don't know that much about shouldn't be taken lightly, like the brain damage.
I know.
You know what
but
I'm saying?
At the end of the day, it is kind of apples and oranges because, Hulk Hogan made a racial comment versus a murderer. So
fair enough.
But I think we ran out of time.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say we probably did more arguing this episode than we've ever done,
Hey,
which could be good.
The most controversial episode yet.
Shit. I mean,
I
this is still.
I hope it's good, and I hope people like it because that's what it's about. Is about like we all have different.
Well, exactly.
views.
We're not always going to agree on shit. I mean, that's what's great about it.
We're not
Right.
supposed
Do you
to.
want to hear do you want to hear something real or do you want to hear something, set up to, hey, everybody agrees and
Everybody-
everything's
Well, that's what
hunky
kills
dory?
Everybody enjoy this
That's
show.
what kills me.
No.
That's what
It's
kills
real
me
stuff.
about politics nowadays. Is like it's just more or less a hey, if you disagree with me, we hate each other. And It's
Exactly.
not necessarily like that. It's like why can't we fucking debate about this and have
Yeah.
a civilized
Right.
conversation?
Exactly.
You're not going to have the same views. You're not going to have the same. I'm not have the same view. But at the end of the day, we all love wrestling.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's also not as serious as actual politics.
I might
It's
have got
wrestling.
hyped up. I might have gotten hyped up, but I'm not mad. I'm just,
not at
passionate
all,
about.
yeah.
I'm just passionate about my beliefs and my views.
Absolutely.
It's a great thing
Absolutely.
that we could do
But
that.
you're right when you say it is politics in wrestling. So like
it is political because it goes
Right.
beyond the business. It goes outside the business. So,
but yeah, all right.
You know
So
what I mean?
we're gonna wrap this one up. Thank you everybody for checking this show out.
Thank you.
Make sure you check out all of our
Yes,
sponsors. They're awesome for hooking us up, and make sure you check out all the shows on Disruption Network.
absolutely.
And we'll catch everybody next time.
Peace out,
Peace.
people.
Get excited. It's the Electric Company reunion party Friday, July 20th at Wakely, 700 Varick Street. That's right, 700 Varick Street, the old EC. We're getting the gang back together, and we're partying old EC style. Peter Prince and Moonboo Lover will be providing the live entertainment. It's only a $5 cover at the door. Live broadcast from the D, raffles, games, prizes, and a few special announcements we're going to be making on this night. Get excited, because you know there ain't no party like an EC party, because the EC party don't stop. Friday, July 20th at Wakely's. See you there.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Pasalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.